I'm 2018 USA National Finalist Rachel Fatherly. You're watching Garage Strength TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.
Welcome to Dane's platform. Right? Is that the right podcast we're on?
You're way too close to the mic, by the way.
This is the Garage Strength podcast. Yeah.
Isn't that called Dane's platform?
This is called 11:30 Social Media Dashboard Update.
Yeah,
Brought to you
call
by.
that.
Brought to you by.
So we wanted to do I wanted to do a podcast going over our social media analytics, mainly because I wanted to kill two birds with one stone, and I think that this stuff's boring, but Jake has a spunky personality, and I wanted to see Jake and Jason's contribution to social media while I've been out with the twins and see where we're at, see where we're going to be heading. Tell them on live that I'm going to try and do the work trackers a month in advance, do it 1 month at a time instead of doing it weekly, and see how we can sort of piece that together. And then at the end of the podcast, we'll go over what we're going to be releasing or what we're going to be trying to push product-wise.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Okay, so give it to me, Jake.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to start off. I just want to point out that I track the averages of the morning likes, profile clicks, site clicks, comments, saves, and shares on Instagram. I talk about which ones do the best, and then I track how much money we made per day and try to see if there's a correlation between profile clicks and site clicks, which are normally
Don't
never
tell anybody
is,
the
but
money.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, but
$750,000 a week.
yeah, Black Friday, what's up?
Yeah. Yo,
We ran Amazon to the fucking doors, baby. No, I fucking wish.
Come on, go over. I want to hear how my morning posts of me when I was 14 did. Jump to it. 38 profile clicks. What's up?
It didn't. It wasn't even. Wait, what?
The one of me when I was 14.
Dane in high school. Oh, I have that. It had 33 when I tracked it, but
38 because I just looked at it. I wanted to.
Dude, no one
Because
fucking
when I
cares.
first posted it for like the first 3 hours, I was like, God damn, nobody cares.
it's because you look like me.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
So yeah. Last week, everything in the morning was better than at night. So that's averages and stuff, and that's kind of what we wanted to do. That's kind of what we wanted to get to because of Dane pushing our products in the morning versus at night. We found that a trend over a couple weeks that it works better, more interactions in the morning. So that's another trend that
Our highest ranked poster posts in the mornings.
yeah, no, for sure, 100% they are. And Dane's also better at social media than me, so whatever.
Right now, but you're learning at a high rate, Jake.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really good
Just
soon.
like your technical improvement in the snatch.
Oh god. Whatever.
All right, so if we compare the morning to the night as far as likes and all the clicks.
Yeah, so likes, I do it, but we don't really give a fuck about because it doesn't matter how many likes we're getting. It matters how many people are seeing and interacting with what we do. But likes in the morning was 276 versus at night, which was 165. Profile clicks in the morning were 30.4 versus profile clicks at night, which were 18, so that's almost double. Site clicks in the morning were 4.43 and 1.14 at night. Comments were 5.14. Comments were 2 at night. Saves 4.14, 3.2 at night. And then shares was 12.5 versus 1.5 at night.
So why do you think saves and shares are an important metric?
So I think saves and shares are an important metric because when someone sends or shares a post, it's also reaching another type of audience, right? So if Dane posts a video of Jason doing a back squat in like sneakers because he hasn't lifted in like 6 months or something like that, and I share it to like 5 or 6 people, those people are seeing content that they might not see because they might not follow Garage Strength. So then it's kind of just a way to branch out more. It's like likes don't really matter. People are gonna like sobby shit. They're gonna like fucking stupid shit like Sam doing back squats with 600 pounds, but those aren't the those really.
That's
okay,
still a good post.
I guess okay, they do have like good sense and shit, but like yeah, those are good posts. But when you're talking about like branching your brand out, I don't necessarily think likes are that important. I think
No,
you have to look
I
at,
agree. I do agree
saves
with
and
that.
shares, and that's where we have different types of posts because, you know, the rankings really do like matter.
So what were the top 3 rankings for each category of
So
posts?
Cyclics was the Dane deadlifting, which was also the 30% off the website, because we ran a 30% off the website Friday through Monday. So
Black Friday sale.
yeah, we actually did really well. So that was the number 1. Pete Renda and the 30% off sale was second, and then Caitlin's vlog was third, which is good because
I'm surprised Pete did that well. Probably he's a pretty good looking guy, so maybe that has something
dude,
to do
you
with
should
it.
see these
Pictures were good too.
You should see these pictures for Everett book.
Good.
He's sideways every one of them, but you couldn't fix it. It's just
I mean, you mean his technique?
he's so lopsided.
Oh, like
Yeah,
this?
Yeah.
Dude, like he's pulling off the
You gotta
floor
think-
like this, and I'm like,
But think about how Pete is. As a wrestler, he's always got 1 foot forward, so he's so structurally imbalanced.
yeah, he could probably smash single legs on the one leg.
Yeah.
Anyway, Profile Clicks was a video of Brandon George, which is a football player at BC, just smashing kids. Like he got face mask, looked like he broke his neck, and he just like
That one did really
ran
well.
right into the end zone. And then the one behind that was BC losing. Unfortunately, they lost to Bishop McDevitt last week, like 31.
That was a
21, I
sappy
think it
post,
was.
so that's like a brand type post that brings in like who we
Yeah.
are. We care about them.
Yeah, so people click on the profile because it's a brand post. You know, they want to see what we're about after they see like a sloppy post that makes them emotional. And then Dane's platform did really well, which was I think the throwing one, right?
Yeah, I think that was the one with Alessandro Andre.
Yeah, I didn't say his
Oh.
name because I didn't know how to
Yeah, that
fucking
was a
say
good
it,
one.
but,
Italian glider.
Sens was Brandon again, smashing kids, and then Sam 600-pound squat. Like I said, those ones do crazy good because everybody wants to see Sam because his arms are fucking ginormous.
Oh
and he's
shit! Look at the
discus thrower. Yeah, yeah. And then saves. So we did the past couple of posts. We have a type of post ranking, right? And one of our posts is an educational post. The past 2 weeks, I haven't had anything in the educational post for the week. I wanted to try one. So Weightlifting University is an Instagram account that me and Dane run. Kind of just educates people on proper movements, exercises we do in our programs, stuff like that. So I posted a movement on from Weightlifting University, and it had 20 saves, which means people are gonna probably
That was
start
behind the
doing
neck
fucking
press?
seated behind the neck presses
Yeah.
all the time, and you're gonna see it on Instagram because everybody.
Don't
fucking
worry, we
comments
didn't do
what
it though. It's somebody else will.
Yeah,
will
we didn't do
claim it.
slow snatches before everybody else either,
Yeah.
but that's whatever. Fuck you, Mash. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for that stuff. I don't really want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's
because-
fine, and we don't have to do the sales.
Yeah, I don't really want to do it.
So
That's self-explanatory.
why doesn't Jason go over his side, and then we'll come back to you, and we'll sort of like this will be the discussion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what I do here at Garage Strength is I run the YouTube account and I edit pretty much all the major.
Wait, I'm gonna jump in here. Think of Jason as the Wizard of Oz. Like we have this whole community, this whole world of what's going on at GS and everything involved with Garage Strength. And Jason's the man behind the curtain, but a good version of him, sitting behind the curtain where no one really sees him, coordinating everything and operating everything.
Dude, he'll sometimes scare the shit out of me because I'm sitting at the desk and I'll turn around and Jason's just like,
He's always got a little piece in everything.
yeah, he's always here, always, like literally,
He sleeps in a cot in the corner.
pretty much.
I didn't leave the gym last. What was it? When we recorded the throw show. So that was Wednesday night. I didn't leave here till 11.
Oh, jeez.
Because I needed to get the uploads up that night.
And then you just slept in his car.
Ugh. Especially the way my car is now.
It's too fucking cold. bro.
So not only do I handle the entire YouTube, like I kind of handle the whole YouTube channel, but I also supply my own analytics for Instagram, and I also post whatever videos we make on YouTube to Facebook. So I kind of provide those analytics regarding specifically my edited content. So kind of just going quickly through Instagram. One of our usually our more popular posts are like Dane's platform, and they're kind of like his rant posts, and those are more of like his posts where he really provides education and his knowledge on a specific subject matter. So
well, Dane hates a lot of people, so
he does hate a lot of people.
I don't hate. I just
he disagrees with a lot
I'm
of people.
opinionated and stubborn.
Exactly. He's stubborn.
If
to the
you
point
look
where he'll
up
fight you.
Pennsylvania Dutch, it's
He would fight
opinionated, stubborn, jackass.
He'll fight you about stupid shit, like stuff that doesn't even fucking matter. He'll have a 35-minute argument with you, and his face will be bright purple the whole time, like
Yeah.
for no reason. So
No doubt.
yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have a great video of him breaking down in one of the Earthfed Muscle videos that I haven't released yet, so maybe you'll see that soon on some Earthfed Muscle
That's going to be a
post.
good one.
So with the Dane's platform, we discussed famous glide shot putter, world record holder Alessandro Andre, and I think what we saw from that is the amount of profile clicks we got from that was 39, so we beat out Dane, so fuck you. For the best post of the week, we got 39 profile clicks.
Wait, that's not the best post. It was
Oh,
Brand- it
no,
was
Brandon.
Oh, Brand was the best post? Okay, but
You
I'm
got
just-
second, though.
I'm happy we at least beat Dane.
Yeah. let me come in with that, because I'll tell you that when I put up a post that doesn't perform well, it's not that I get like upset or like, oh man, shucks, that didn't do well. I get like deeply hurt, like way down in my stomach. And dude, I want to fuck people up. Like, you came to me about the podcast on Wednesday, and my first reaction was I wanted to fucking knock you out.
Why? What happened?
Because I talked too much on Wednesday's podcast with Rachel. But then I wasn't, but I kept everything inside because I know it's an illogical reaction. And I try to listen to his
You
criticism.
talk too much.
Shut
in
the fuck
your
up,
own
I'm talking.
And Jason called you out on it, and you wanted to beat him up
Yeah.
because you talk too much?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see how that works.
So he says this, and I'm just sitting there like,
And Rachel agreed with me.
So going back to these posts though,
Yeah.
when I put up that post of me when I was younger, and
Yeah.
it wasn't doing well at first, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I thought this would do well. It's like a throwback Thursday."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I make a post that doesn't do well, and fucking Dane yells at me.
Yeah, but you gotta take it more personal.
Yeah.
No, it's a fucking Weightlifting University post. I'm not taking it personal.
So I think what's and something we've noticed about my posts compared to most of their posts on Instagram is that I don't really get that many likes that often on these posts, but we always kind of focus on like the profile clicks, and more importantly, because my posts usually direct you towards a swipe up on the story, we really kind of gear towards swiping up to get people to our YouTube channel and our different, you know, social media accounts, because Instagram is pretty much the main hub of Garage Strength. That's what we've used for years to really get all our content out and sell our products. But I think now that we're pushing into these new social media accounts like Facebook, we just started that, really trying to change the way we attack YouTube. And it's going to take a while, but we're hoping, especially as I move further in my analytics, that we're seeing like a growth that goes beyond the surface level.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I think we're the swipe ups for the Alessandro Andre, we got 74.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, I think I flipped those numbers. That's the Dane's vlog story is messed up. My bad. But the YouTube links on that was 74 for Dane's platform.
This one
So
right here, yeah.
that's showing that people are interested in the content and want to go straight towards it to get more info. For Facebook, we kind of do think we're just starting to get into Facebook, and we just tried changing it up in that we, instead of directing people towards the YouTube, we now post the YouTube videos in their complete form on Facebook. We got, you know, an incredible amount of reaction on our recent video, The Love Letter to Reading.
Yeah.
I think we got thousands of interactions, I know that, but I think we got up to like 14,000 views.
Yeah, and then
And
like
it was
200
like
plus shares.
1,000 likes
Yeah.
total. Like it was ridiculous. So kind of looking at
It was locally viral.
yeah. So it's kind of cool seeing how that different social media platform really shows where we can take different types of videos and where they can really show their strongest. And I think like one example of that is like Caitlin's videos.
Yeah.
So her vlogs, they tend to perform our weakest on our YouTube, like objectively, but then when we put them out like on Instagram, you saw that was the top vlog post, vlog promo in terms of likes and views. So, or if you look on Facebook, they tend to do astronomically better on Facebook, and I think it's just because the markets we're gearing towards that you just won't find on our YouTube channel yet.
Yeah, because we're coming for that 100K.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, we're going to gain a lot of subscribers today because during the career thing that I was just at, I came up and I was like, how many of you guys know what a vlog is? And they all like started screaming. And I was like,
Is that why?
subscribe to Garage Strength TV. And all these kids are like, I'm subbing.
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
like,
they were-
seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Dude,
got
he's
9.
sitting here like, we got 15 subscribers in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it's from.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like a
I was
YouTube
like, we did it,
thing.
Jason. We're going viral.
So just from Dean's little stunt there, We did we did increase by about 10 subscribers, so it was kind of like a lower end week for us in terms of our subscriber rate, but then Dane's stunt kind of knocked us up to where we usually are about, so we got about 19 subscribers gained. Our overall likes on the channel, this is going into the YouTube, which we've now rebranded as Garage Strength TV, which is where this podcast will go up in a few weeks. Simply because we're putting out videos every single week, every single day now, and really kind of pushing it as an alternative brand where you can, no matter what day of the week it is, if you're bored, you can go on Garage Strength's channel and there's going to be a new video up, and you can really just get in tune with our content. You don't have to watch everything, but I'm pretty sure between the 7 videos each week, you're going to find something you like. So with our analytics, I kind of have to go back about a week or so to really get the accurate numbers from YouTube. But one thing I want to point out is we got a new personal best in terms of minutes watched, and we increased that by about 1,000 minutes to 14,400 minutes.
Ooh, that's good.
This week watched on the channel. You'll see in the average time watched, we kind of really look at how long are people watching our content, and how what's the percentage of people like willing to stay on a certain video.
All over 20%.
Yeah, so a lot of our stuff is getting around 50, if not over 50%. So that means who's ever watching, we're glad you're supporting us, and it seems our content interests you, and you're willing to stay on it long enough to at least almost make it through halfway through the video. So we thank you for that.
So I'm gonna name drop here. Did you see Evan Rutledge? His comments on the YouTube Mike Gundy video?
Yeah, he did twice.
Yeah, dude. He loves shit like that.
Yeah, he loved it.
So argumentative.
Yeah.
He just loves coming after people.
Yeah, what's weird though is YouTube did not give me accurate analytics for that, because we got, on the Mike Gundy video, we got 325 views, but our watch time was 6:30, and the views on the analytics said we only had 150 views. So for some reason YouTube's something was up with their analytics software, and it did not give me accurate. That should easily be over 1,000 minutes. Kind of moving through, generally what performs well on our channel is like the throws vlogs. People seem to like the throwing personalities we have, and throwers are just a little bit more different of a demographic than Olympic weightlifters. I think they're more involved on YouTube than probably other Olympic weightlifters are. But at the end of the day, we also know there are very popular Olympic weightlifting YouTube channels out there, like Catalyst Athletics or like Cal Strength. And our goal is to kind of get into that market a bit, because we know we have obviously some of the best lifters in the world, but also some of the most outrageous personalities in the world.
So I did want to say one thing. We do have better content than Cal Strength. We have better content.
I don't know.
Yes, we do. We have better content.
They're well produced.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, the people that train in our gym and have and are on our vlogs, they're more entertaining. We just haven't, dude. Cal Strength has been on fucking
They have
YouTube.
West Kids though.
They've been on YouTube for
over
12
10 years. Yeah.
No shit, they're gonna have a lot of subscribers. Look, dude. Cal Strength's awesome. I fucking love those guys, but we're better.
So a new thing that we've recently added to the lineup is the Throw Show, which is a partnership that we have with Throws University. So Throws University produces this cool podcast where you guys talk about throwing with you and Trevor Stutzman, and we tend to get a lot of minutes of that, and a lot of people seem to really enjoy it. There have been other Throws podcasts in the past. I used to run one, and I think what's interesting about your guys' podcast is you guys are such elite coaches that you guys have your own athletes talk about. We can bring them on and they can talk about their own experiences, which is probably unlike what most people have access to hear from elite athletes and elite coaches. I just don't think there's anything else like this outside of, people wanting to do a short form podcast but never really keep it going. And I think with the rate that we have now, we're able to keep that going and keep it more entertaining and hopefully get some really special guests on that podcast soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some international talent on here soon. We're really looking forward to that. Your vlog actually did really well this week with the farm day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think just chilling out at Brooks's farm, getting really drunk and just, throwing some stuff, people can relate to that. I think I had a few notes for this week. So we're now going to be, I'm now created bumpers. I'm starting to create bumpers with a few different athletes at the gym, basically telling them to like, share, subscribe, but most importantly, and if you're watching this video on YouTube right now, to ring the notification bell if you haven't already. That's at the bottom of the YouTube video, simply because YouTube kind of screws over the creators quite a bit. And just because you subscribe to our content doesn't necessarily mean it's going to show up in your subscription
And that's the
feed.
same. That's the same on Instagram. If you put in up in the three buttons in the top corner, if you hit notify when we put something on Instagram, do that so that when we are putting stuff on Instagram, you're notified immediately and it comes right on your feed. Otherwise, it's more of a crapshoot whether or not it's going to be on their feed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you enjoy our content, make sure you are doing these little extra things. Like, we really, every like goes a long way, especially every comment. And with me running a YouTube channel, I really try to answer every single comment we get and make sure that you guys are enjoying the content that we're putting out, and that's engaging.
And I think too, if you know you're so interactive on YouTube, and we do a good job with the AMAs and with interacting on Instagram, that if you even have topics that you want us to discuss,
Absolutely.
put it on the YouTube comments or put it in the Instagram comments or put it on the AMA, and that's stuff where, you know, we should even do that after this is more stuff that Dane could rant about.
And
Yeah,
and that's what inspired our recent John Powell and Alessandro Andre videos. Like, these are all ideas. Like, participation trophies is the future Dane's platform is going to come out, and that all came from audience suggestions. So anytime you guys have an idea for us, including those watching Instagram Live right now, if you guys have any topics for discussion you want to see on IGTV, Dane's platform, even in any of our vlogs, put it in the comments, and we'll read it. We'll read it, and and we'll see if we can work something out with it, and then we'll notify you if the video does get created. So these bumpers will be very important. I just filmed one with Rachel. It's going to go up on today's podcast, which is being uploaded today, and essentially, like, the more we can get people to ring that notification bell on YouTube, that's just a greater guarantee that you're going to see our content if you enjoy it, and it won't disappear in your subscription feed. Because if you notice, a lot of our view counts are low, but because of the amount of content that we do put out and the engagement we get, it is holding strong for us as a business, but we'd like to still see that grow. And that's pretty much all I got.
What do you...
I don't know if you have any comments on that, Dane.
No, I like all that stuff. I think we should almost start throwing in my Ghostface Analytics, because even though I only have 6,200 followers, it is part of GS. I don't know if we would ever want to do that.
But what I was saying...
You'd have to supply them, dude.
What I was saying is you need, like... Dude, if you post something about you doing, like, sets of 15 deadlift and it's in your Ghostface program, like, just hint to a link and, like...
I just
start
don't have...
using it more as, like, a actual platform.
I just don't have enough followers yet, because...
You can't do swipe ups.
Yeah, I can't do
But,
swipe ups yet. Like, Throws You is at 8,400 followers, so we're getting close to the swipe up count because of that. But, like, last week... Anton died, so my dog died, and you know, this is our second podcast without him jingling down below. But I had a whole day of posts for him, and we got over 1,000 likes. I got like 190 profile clicks, a whole bunch of traffic into my story, because I was posting all these stories about Anton that everybody was sharing over the 16 and a half years of him being alive. And then I posted my first big snatch on that old rusty bar when Anton just lays in the corner sleeping. And I think the thing is like, stuff like that is our brand. It is who we are, because crazy shit is that. You can ask Sam Mattis, who's one of the most unique guys on the planet, and he will come in here and he will say, this place is one of the most peculiar locations, one of the most strangest communities that you could ever be a part of, because there's crazy shit always happening. And that's really what we're trying to capture now with Jason and with us, and we're constantly evolving what we're doing on social media. And we also have a lot of content that we can put out. Like, I'm looking at this right now and I'm going, Ariel comes in and he starts training with us for 6 weeks and he squats 405.
Yeah.
You know, I call out Mike Gundy for being, you know, a hypocritical baby. And then Anton dies. Thanksgiving. The Lyme disease vlog. I've got twins, and that was another thing I wanted to put up, is like, the twins were born, and the stuff that I have on my Instagram for my personal one, regarding the twins is also crazy when you start to see it. And as much as I don't want it to be a part of GS, I'm just accepting that it is, because it really is. My kids, Lincoln's part of GS, Sanderson's part of GS, and you can see it in the throws vlogs and stuff like that, where Lincoln's kicking Sam in the balls, and Sanderson's running through, and there's even I even have a video of Sam's about to throw, and he had to like kick Anton out of the way. And that's the part now where we're at, is it's like my life is, every aspect of my life is here.
Yeah,
right?
And I also wanted to point that out too. Like this week, the posts were crazy. They were spread out. They were all over the place. Me and Jason had a bunch of conversations without you on Boxer, because you were dealing with, Anton dying, your kids being born. And a lot of the posts were geared towards more like family stuff. Like the twins had posts. Like the Lyme disease, like Dane said, a bunch of Anton stuff. So I wasn't throwing up a lot of content to try to like shove in people's face, because that stuff's important too. I think sometimes it's okay to have a week where you're not just spitting out the same content all the time.
Yeah, we're trying to show like
last week was like Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Anton died, the kids were born, it was Thanksgiving. Like that's where like sometimes I just like sit back,
you gotta back off a
because
little.
Dane is making those posts. Jason's putting out the Lyme disease posts, and these are things that we want people to know about our brand too. You know what I mean? Like we are very communalized and personal. Yeah, and people
Real.
come here because they people come here because they like our story and they like engaging with us. And
I think that
we're not just trying to sell shit.
that encompasses us, and that's the overriding theme, is that I think is that I see these businesses that blow up and they're super marketed, and they might have financial backing from a bank, and they've got all this crazy production equipment, and they've got decent content in their videos, and they got somebody who's super strong, and they get 6 figures thrown at them, and they have other guys that are in their gym that are throwing groups in their gym, and then their gym goes belly up within 2 or 3 years because they can't pay their bills, because they're not genuine coaches, they're not genuine people who give a shit about their athletes. Like every athlete in here that trains at Garage Strength, I could tell you their life story. Every person that walks through the door, even today, even when I don't train in the sports performance side, I can tell you most of their life story because Jake is either telling it to me or DJ is telling it to me, or Trevor is, and that's where what I think separates us from everybody else is that we're in the trenches with every single fucking thing. We're in the trenches with the athletes. We're in the trenches with the workers. We're in the trenches with social media, and we're the ones trying to tie everything together so that we can develop and continually develop a system so that in 10 years when the next Jake Horse comes in, we can financially support the next Jake Horse.
Yeah. And that's
or
the thing.
In 2 years, we can support you.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, once we do figure out our brand, like what we have a brand figured out, but once we connect all the dots, and that's what we're doing with these meetings, that's why we meet every week and we Vox constantly, is because once we figure out what we have and what we can provide everybody, like it's going to be something that no one else offers.
No, it's going to be
it's going to be
very
so
special.
unique, and like it's not even about making money for us. It's about like being a community and promoting our brand like that. That's why we did the love letter to Reading. You know what I mean? People tell Dane all the time, you should move your gym, like go to Bethlehem, Lehigh Valley, like a more populated area where people have more money to spend to be successful. But that's not the point of like what we're doing, like I struggled to pay for my gym membership when I came here, and Dane helped me out because it was more than just making money to Dane. He saw potential in me, and like I've stuck with him ever since then, and I'll never leave this place. You know what I mean? And everybody else feels the same way. It's more of just like, it's not about making money, but I think if we can connect the dots to having a good community with the products that we also offer, because we are a badass fucking weightlifting gym,
right?
That everybody steals our shit constantly, and I just don't fucking get it. Why they can't just give us a little credit for it?
And throws gym.
Well, because they're also, I think they're also,
Like
I think a
soul
lot of people are.
snatchers.
It's like we're the Rachel of the social media world right now. It's like everybody knows we're coming. Everybody knows it. We're like everybody sees it in weightlifting. Everybody sees it even in wrestling with Gwiz. People now, I'm getting contacted for wrestlers who want to train with me. Everybody sees it with throwing and weightlifting all the time, and they're scared. And there's very, very few people who will even contact me to collaborate, because they're all everybody else that isn't in the trenches, they're all lining each other's pockets. Whereas we're the real group that we don't need to fucking collaborate. And if somebody did want to collaborate, obviously we will.
Yeah.
If it's the right situation. But it's just, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But I wanted to go over quick before we stop. Products wise, what are we gonna have for sale next week?
So we're gonna continue our programs. We had an AO peak program coming up, but
What's
the
the
AO's
next one?
gonna be over. Huh?
What's the next one?
It's
then?
gonna be the deload program off the AO.
Okay.
So that'll go up next week.
We'll call it the regroup.
Yeah, we'll call it the regroup program. Dane's new Ghostface program will be releasing in about 15 days.
I already did that one, right?
Okay, yeah. The other one's been up for 10 to 12 days now. So the Ghostface program, real quick, is just a little bit of, it's what Dane does every single day. So Dane does cardio, he does a fuckload of arms, he does squats, deadlifts. So he puts together his program and we sell it online. People love that program. We also have a lot of apparel on our website that we promote. We have Weightlifting U coaching blocks. So what we do is we have videos set up that Dane talks about step-by-step coaching. It's a video series. So we offer that on our website. That'll be pushed this weekend.
Swole book.
Yep. And then in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be starting the 12 Days of Christmas Challenge. So what that is we're going to do a 12 Days of Christmas lifting challenge with the same people in our gym. We're going to be posting it on Instagram, doing the stories, stuff like that. You guys can follow along, submit your challenges, tag us in your story. We'll repost your stories. So just stay tuned for stuff like that. We're going to do a lot of Christmas-themed stuff coming up in December. And, yeah, it should be pretty fun. The Throws in the Snow is coming up soon.
Yeah, plus the custom programs.
Yeah,
as well.
and our custom programs, which are sick. But
so my goal now is that I try and take all this information. I'll sit there and try and rehash everything and then figure out, okay, what are we going to do over the next 4 weeks now? Because I'm not going to do it weekly. I think it is better that we sort of do it in 12 blocks throughout the year so that we can, based off of that meeting we had with Kai.
yeah.
And then sort of really try and piece everything together as far as what's going on site versus what we're going to be doing online to try and increase our revenue. I want Jake to do the Red Hot Minute.
What is that?
Go for it.
Okay, so we'll finish this up. Jason, you want to see if there's any questions?
Am I doing that right now?
Yeah.
What is that? The Red Hot Minute.
You're gonna be lit on fire by Jason's graphics.
What does that even mean? What is the Red Hot Minute?
The Red Hot Minute is I ask you like 5 or 6 questions that are just like if this or that, and you got to answer it right away, like one word answer.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have any questions.
Gosh, we suck.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for not asking questions. You're really helping us out here.
We didn't ask them. We didn't have them put forth questions.
They could just be like, "Hey,
anyway.
Jake, you look good today." Thanks.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There was someone who did comment saying that they love garage strength and they're here. to
Thanks.
support,
Love you
so.
too.
Zevia or kombucha?
Zevia.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Let's go. Hurry up. Fucking flash minute.
Cheeseburger or tacos?
Tacos.
That's like my favorite question.
Dude, tacos are my favorite food in the world.
Safety squat bar or Duffalo bar?
Buffalo bar.
Bize and Trize 1 or Bize and Trize 2?
They're both really good. And by the way, guys, I want to just differentiate this. They're 2 different books. It's not a volume series, right? We're not just editing the first one. They're 2 completely different training books with completely different exercises. Okay.
Good. That's a really good answer.
Yeah, next.
Last one. Yuri or Naeem?
Yuri, all day.
Okay,
Naeem
very good.
pisses me off because he was the most steroided weightlifter of the planet Earth and everybody loves him. How are you 4'10", weigh 120 pounds, and clean and jerk 420 pounds?
192 or whatever.
Just get the fuck out of here. It doesn't... Yeah, thanks.
We miss you, Yuri.
Yeah, that's true.
R.I.P., bro.
Yeah, that sucks.
You were the legend.
All right, thanks for tuning in to
Yeah.
Dane's platform. Peace. pumped. A little more or what?